fucking worth knowing, guys. He smokes, got half a chance. Tobacco is also a psychoactive substance. Native American religious ceremonies, rituals, meditative techniques, and spiritual practices still rely on the heavy and unrestrained use of tobacco. Native American Indians believe tobacco is a gift from the Creator, and that the exhale of tobacco smoke carries one's thoughts, one's prayers to heaven. The enormous amounts smoked by Native American shamans would put any Rastafarian to shame, would even put any reggae band to shame. Shamans smoke 6 3-foot cigars in a single session. 6 fat 3-foot cigars in a single session. Now that's some fucking session. The lines of snuff that they smoked would make Scarface, would make Keith Richards look like little kids. This is them snorting coke. I can't Sick patients consult shamans for treatment. When a sick patient comes to a shaman, the shaman asks him to lie down. The shaman then mouths appropriate incantations and blows smoke that he has sucked in from his 6 3-foot cigars over the patient as a form of cure. Passive smoking makes those patients better. Passive smoking is God's precious gift to non-smokers. Passive fucking smokers have been a bunch of incense worshippers paying tribute to the goddess Nicotiana, praying the tobacco genie will disappear in a puff of smoke. Wackers. The original tobacco that's still used by shamans today is Nicotiana rustica. Okay, pretty little plant, right? See, if it's a purple flower, right, but there's purple in the plant, it's worth either eating it or smoking it or, just giving it a try. Right? But admittedly, some purple plants will kill you. They're very, very toxic. But see, got to remember that toxic is right in the middle of the word intoxication.
Well, yeah.
If it can kill you, it can also get you high. Just a matter of finding the right dose. Nicotiana rustica is immeasurably more potent in nicotine content than tobacco generally available today, which is a different species, Nicotiana tobacco. That's the fucking looks like shit, right? That's the shit we buy. Huge difference. Nicotiana rustica, that's the pretty one, purple one, contains 20 times more nicotine, 2,000% more nicotine, 20 times more nicotine than the plants used in ordinary cigarettes. This shit. See, Western scientists don't really consider nicotine as a hallucinogen. They don't think nicotine is a hallucinogen because they never smoked enough for the fucking shot to hallucinate. Right? They just haven't taken enough nicotine. They have no fucking idea. They never ever smoked large enough doses to reach that hallucinatory state. Nicotiana rustica, pretty one, is grown without chemical fertilizers, without pesticides, and does not contain poisons such as aluminium oxide, potassium nitrate, ammonium phosphate, polyvinyl acetate, and 100 or so others found in the shit that we buy. Some South American shamans are too old to know their own age. I know we're being met up, right? They are too old to know their own age. But they're remarkably alert and healthy. And none of them has ever got cancer. See, nicotine doesn't cause cancer. No one has ever suggested it does. Pure tobacco doesn't cause cancer either. What does cause cancer in the lungs, the esophagus, the stomach, the pancreas, the rectum, the kidneys, the bladder, and other organs are those carcinogenic tars artificially put into tobacco, particularly cigarettes, by those fucking captains of industry.
Well said.
Just over 500 years ago,
Rock on.
Spanish sailors landed on the shores of South America. For the first time ever, Europeans saw people inhaling smoke through their mouths and nostrils. Europeans had never seen that before. They never even thought doing it. They hadn't conceived of it. This was the first time Europeans saw anyone smoking. When the Spanish went to South America 500 years ago. So the Spanish took a bit of tobacco back home. British sailors followed suit. Tobacco caught on, became fashionable. Children were sent to school with pipes in their satchels and were occasionally obliged to smoke to keep themselves internally clean. Heavy tobacco users included such role models as Isaac Newton, John Milton, William Wordsworth, Charles Dickens, and Alfred Lord Tennyson. But see, neither the Spanish nor the Brits could tell shite tobacco, this stuff, from Nicotiana rustica, the pretty one. And the French, encouraged, I think, by their success with other drugs like alcohol, French got in on the Tobacco Act. Jean Nicot, Gagazette was on the stump there. Jean Nicot imported several tons of tobacco into France, but the French idiot brought back entirely the wrong stuff. He brought back this shit rather than Nicotiana rustica. There was just enough nicotine in the tobacco to get addicted, but not enough to get high. So everyone got hooked without getting stoned. Can you imagine a more absurd fucking situation? And that's the fucking situation we're in. We smoke just enough nicotine to get hooked and not enough to get high. Fucking stupid. Snorting tobacco became more fashionable than smoking it, particularly among kids, hookers, and the gentry. Monks openly took snuff to keep alert in prayers and to suppress their carnal lust. King George IV, Napoleon Bonaparte were sniffers of snuff. The inevitable sneeze that followed sniffing tobacco was seen by some as therapeutically clearing the head of superfluous vapors, seen by others as releasing demons, hence the expression, bless you. See, no nation has ever decreed tobacco to be illegal. And no political leader of any nation has ever even suggested that tobacco should be forbidden by law. One exception. The only political leader ever to suggest that tobacco should be prohibited by law was Adolf Hitler. Now why are we being asked to take our lead from that twat?
Yeah. Can't clap.
There aren't many attributes that distinguish humans from other animals. Sheep shag, you know, we're Welsh, like sheep shag, monkeys wank, pigs snort, wolves piss, dolphins talk, tigers fart, dogs throw up, skunks drink, elephants snip, horses count, and leeches suck. But how many animals smoke? Aren't they're all terrified of flames and smoke. No, there is only one animal that naturally smokes, and that's the dragon. So drag on.
What a speech.
Shamans smoke, dragons smoke. On 2 occasions in the Bible, 2nd book of Samuel, chapter 22, verse 9, and the 18th Psalm, verse 8. It states that God smokes. Hey, God smokes. The exact line is, there went up a smoke out of his nostrils. That means he fucking smokes. God smokes. We shouldn't be surprised when his son Jesus didn't he? He used to drink red wine. And like on his last supper, grabbed a glass of red wine, necked it, and said, do this in remembrance of me, yeah? I'm gonna fucking do that now.
Swan set. Woo!